To get familiar with the character Douwe, to understand how to draw him, I took a look at the pictures of Piet Wijn, and this one was one that I think you'll see this one a lot, so it was a good starting point. The second drawing was without an example, so I tried to get the things I learned from the previous drawing I tried to apply here, and it's on the same page, so if I had some doubts I could look at the other drawing. This is more like a bonus drawing, because I made the previous two drawings in my sketchbook and there was a big empty space below them, so I thought this would be a nice way to fill up the space. So I had a design in mind, but you'll never know if it really works until you put it on paper, and I thought it would be a good idea to see if it works. Just try it out before I make the real drawing. You can also see small numbers, and those numbers represent the colors that I have for brush pens, and this was also a good way to try out which colors work and which colors don't work. I like to start with putting the main objects in blocks, so I can kind of figure out how much space I have for each character or important object. The practice drawing I had only drawn the head of the older sister, so it looked a bit strange. So I knew at this point that I had to draw a bit more of her body, so it would be more in balance with the other two sisters. I don't remember who the artist was, but it's basically like who's the boss? You are the paper. And that's what you'll see here. So don't keep the paper in one position, just feel free to adjust it in any way you want, because you're in control and not the paper. The middle sister plays an interesting role. It's like she's the leader at most of the time, and when she gets corrected it's by the elder sister, but it just makes for a fun dynamic throughout the whole story. So the youngest sister is definitely the hothead of the three, and she's also the most dangerous. I had a pose in mind for Douwe, but I could not find it online. And then you get like in a situation of, did I remember it wrong? Or maybe it was a promotional image. But anyway, it didn't really matter, because in the end, I had to make my own drawing anyway. To make the scene more threatening, I decided to make the trees and the branches bigger, so Douwe gets more closed in by his surroundings. So here's a small detail that I almost didn't add, but I decided to put it in again. You'll see the hairs are lifted slightly by the wind, and I think that's important to add because all the elements play an important role in the story. Inking is my favorite stage of a drawing. Like here you get to decide which lines are permanent and which ones are not. And also like when I'm penciling and I know a certain area is going to have a tiny pattern or maybe some cross-hatching, I tend to leave the space open because in my head already I know what I want to do with the ink. Now and then I'll take out the brush just to give it a little bit of contrast with the hard lines of the fine liner. So it's usually like one element or maybe two, although sometimes I do try to do a whole drawing with the brush, but that's tricky. Oh, maybe I should practice more. So I've done a lot of drawings with digital coloring, but lately I've been doing a lot of coloring in my sketchbooks and I really like it, so I decided to do coloring by hand for this one too.